to another Patreon exclusive video. This one is for our 400 patrons milestone, and you guys have voted for a journal equipment tour. So here it is. I will mostly be concentrating on my travel journal because that's what I show the most, and that's the one that I get most questions about. So yeah, let's start with the actual journal itself. I use Traveler's Notebook, and this is the cover. I don't really use the cover when I'm at home, but I do just put my insert in here. Like I didn't put it through properly, but I just keep it in here anyway. I only use the cover really when I go out and I'm bringing my journal. But on the cover I have two little charms. This one was from an aquarium in Sasebo. There was like a little workshop where you could open an oyster and get the pearl inside, and then you could put like different types of attachment on it. So I asked for this type of attachment because it's perfect for the travel journal. And then this one, this Moomin, it was actually a bookmark. So it was a metal bookmark with this charm attached to the end, but I just took off the charm because it's so cute, and again it's perfect. So inside here I usually have 3 inserts. One is the actual travel journal, and I usually also carry one with craft paper and another one with white paper, and I use them for scrapbooking. So like I'll tear them out and stick them into this actual journal, so something like that. So it's nice to just have the books there for when I need it. And sometimes when I'm on a craft page and I want to draw, it's easier to draw on white paper because some colors don't come out well on craft. So I would draw on the white paper insert, and then cut them out or tear them out and stick them on the craft page. For example, something like this. I mean, I also drew straight onto the craft paper as well, but it's nice to have like a little bit of difference here. It just makes the page a little more interesting, I think. So yeah, this here as well. I drew it in the book and then I tore it out and stuck it in here. And this is the insert that I'm currently using. It's a mixed paper insert that I made myself. There's another Patreon exclusive video where I go through how to make your own custom paper insert. I'll put the link in the Patreon post, so if you're interested and you haven't seen it before, you can check that out. I have to say, like, the stitching kind of came off here. I should have tied it a little bit tighter, but yeah, my book is still holding up, so I'm just leaving it like this for now. And this is my Delphonics pouch, which I would bring with me when I'm traveling and I want to journal on the go. I'll show you what's inside. I've put stuff in here to show you guys what I would actually bring on my trip. I really love this pouch because it fits so much and there's so many pockets. I don't really utilize all the pockets, but it's good to have like so much space. So first I have these scissors. It's really convenient because it's so compact, and then it fits like right in this slot. It's like made for it. So I've got some pins, some cute pins here. That's pepper. Got these 2 pins from the Forest Mori. This is a handmade pin by Coco Illustrations, and that's a chopstick holder that I've just attached a pin thing. But you can't really tell that it's a chopstick holder, right? I just thought it was really cute. And then in here I have some Kita washi tape strips. So I really like these because you can bring so many designs with you without having to carry rolls of washi tape. And yeah, if you've seen my journals, you know that I lean more towards kind of more minimal, simple style, so I think these are quite easy to use. Like this one is travel related, this is nature, and that's just pattern. So I think these designs are pretty easy to use for a travel journal. And then in this back pocket I've got these washi tape samplers. So again, it's just some washi tapes that I can bring on the go. I actually haven't used these much, but I really love the pattern on this actually. It's so pretty. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really pretty. I think one of the questions I get the most when it comes to travel journaling is, do I journal on the trip? And the answer is sometimes. I think I try to not set myself too much expectations. I don't want to pressure myself that I have to journal a certain amount of pages while I'm on my trip. So I try to just go with the flow. On the first trip where I brought my travel journal, it was to Hokkaido with my friend, and I think I did the most journaling on the go there. Mostly because it was my first trip, so I felt really motivated. But I guess also on that trip we did a lot of long train rides, and so I had a lot of time to journal on the train trips. Yeah, I think we were also pretty relaxed because there wasn't a lot of things to do at night. So we got back to the hotel pretty early, and then if my friend's tired and we're not really doing anything, I will journal. But then on another trip when we went to Taiwan, I didn't really journal much at all. Like in Taiwan, there's so many things to do at night, so many night markets and stuff. So we got home pretty late every night, and like I was pretty tired, but I did bring my travel journal around because there were stamps, so I would carry it with me to get the stamps in different locations, but I didn't really journal much there. Okay, so this is glue tape, and if you don't know what it is, it's like correction tape, but instead of that it's glue. This is so convenient because it's so quick and easy to just like get some scrap piece of paper and glue it in. I use it even when I'm at home. I don't really use like glue stick anymore. I just use this. If you don't have it already, I recommend this. Even if you're at home, like I just use this all the time. And then this is a washi tape cutter. I like it because it's so small and it's easy to just attach it. And yeah, I guess sometimes I like the hand-on kind of effect, but then sometimes I just want to have it clean cut, so oops, I didn't do that nicely. But yeah, it's just nice to have that option, and this is so small so you can bring it with you everywhere. These are the two washi tapes that I use the most. Yeah, I'm very minimal, so like these are like super easy for me to use. Just adds a little bit of texture to the page. And I've used this one as headings before. Wait, let me see if I can show you guys. So yeah, you can see here I use this as a heading for like the location that I'm going to on that day. This tape is actually not made for pen writing, so it takes a while to dry, but there are tapes that are more suitable for writing on them. So maybe that might be better for this kind of thing. This black tape is another one that I use quite often. Again, I use it to just write the location. And you can see on this page the grid one. I use this one a lot. It's just like you can stick it everywhere and it just adds a little bit of texture. And then in terms of pens, I mostly use Sarasa Vintage series. I love the colors. This one is like a grey blue, which I use quite a lot even at home. This one is from a brand called Hedera. I got this from Staya, but I haven't seen it again since, so I don't know if it's still on sale, so I can't really recommend it, but it's like a blue, no, it's like a brown colored pen. So yeah, you can see here, that's the Sarasa blue grey pen, and then that's the brown pen. And then I usually just bring some color pencils. I usually bring a little bit more than this, maybe like, I bring less than 10 usually. Actually, this bag can fit so many, but I don't want to bring that much because it just gets heavy, and sometimes it's just nice to limit yourself to a specific set of colors. I usually really only draw food or landscape anyway, so it's quite easy to choose colors for that. And then I bought these pencil caps to put on them, because I just don't want my pouch to get dirty on the inside. Oh, and in terms of brand, I don't really have a specific brand that I recommend. And even when I was buying these, I was just trying out different brands. And my illustrations are so simple, so it doesn't really make a difference for me. I would say that the Supra color is soft. It's quite soft and nice to use, and it's quite creamy, and it's water soluble, but I haven't really used it with water yet actually, so yeah, I should actually try them with water. And then I have a white pen. This one is Uniball Signo. A lot of people recommended this one to me, but I mean, this is the best one I have so far, but I haven't really found a white pen that I really like. I feel like it doesn't come out that well for me, and it's not that white. So if you have another recommendation for white pen, please let me know. I use the white pen to write on the black washi. Sometimes also on craft paper. It comes out quite well. And recently I'm just doodling on my photos, just adding little stars and stuff. Just like adding little cute details to just add a little bit to the photos. And then I have this eraser which is meant to be for color pencils. I guess I don't really erase that much. Like even if it doesn't go well, I kind of just leave it as is. Yeah. That's actually everything that I would bring on a trip. And of course along the way I can collect like pamphlets or like little bits of paper, and I'll put them in here. So yeah, this pouch is quite convenient. Oh, I'll say one thing about journaling on the go. If you're going to countries that have stamps like Japan or Taiwan, I find it really confusing to figure out where I should stamp, like how much space I should leave for each day. There's several things that I do now to kind of overcome that. I would either just decide that I will only have one spread per each day. So if I do that, I will know for sure which page to stamp on. Or sometimes like I don't even bring out my journal, so I would just stamp on another scrap piece of paper. I stamp this on some other paper, like sometimes just on paper bags when I do shopping, and then I'll just cut it out and stick it on later. It was a little bit of a struggle for me in Taiwan because there's so many stamps everywhere, and like I got really confused which page I was stamping at. Some of these are like a little bit out of order actually. Okay, now I'll show you some journaling stuff that I use at home. This is my full color pencil collection. There's not much to say about it actually, it's just, yeah. I guess I have more colors here, and then I can decide how many and what colors I want to bring on my trip. In here I keep the washi tapes that I use the most for journaling. So I've got the other two in my pouch that I showed you guys already, and I would put them in here as well when I'm not traveling. And then on top of that I have this plain black one, which I've already shown you in my journal. I've got this one that is just really, it's just textures, and I find something like this really easy to use, and it goes well with my style, which is kind of like scrapbooky. And then I've got this one from Rainbow Holic. It's really cute, but at the same time it's still minimal, which goes well with my style, and I use this when I'm feeling a little bit girly on a day that I meet with my girlfriends or stuff like that. And this is a date stamp. You can see I use this pretty much all the time. It's just a really quick and cute way to stamp the date. This is a daily moon calendar. I really love this. It just shows the moon phase of the day. And it's so beautiful. But to be honest, this year is the worst year to get a daily calendar, so I've hardly used this at all. But like on the places that I've used it, I really love how it looks. The paper is a little bit see-through as well, so I think that makes it more interesting because you can add something on top or behind, and it just adds more depth and texture, and it's just so pretty. But I don't know if I want to buy it next year, because as pretty as it is, you don't want to use it every single day, so there's gonna be a large amount of paper that isn't being used. So I don't know if I'm gonna buy it again next year. I'm gonna have a think about it. But it's so pretty. And then there's some stamps that I have. I got these two as a set from 300 yen store. They're really simple, but I think they're quite easy to use. It's just nice to like add a title or like a little sentence or something in here. And then this one is just like a different way to add your text, I guess. And then I've got all these clear stamps, and I really should use them more. I don't know why, I haven't really used them much. If you haven't used these before, they're just stamps that you can take out and put on this clear acrylic pad, and then after that you can put it back here. So they're a lot more compact compared to this one. And if you have like alphabet and stuff, you could easily arrange them here. Yeah, I don't have any alphabets though. And then I have these dot washi tape stickers that I got from Amazon. I use this in my packaging. If you've seen one of my packing videos, you'll see this come out a lot. But I've also been using it in my journal like this. I've been using them to like add heading in little circles. Just a different way of adding heading, and I think it's quite cute. And this is my sticker collection. I don't really use many stickers in my travel journal. I think my travel journal is so minimal. But I'm hoping to use more stickers next year for like my Hobonichi or like my 6-ring binder. It just makes me happy to have all these stickers to look at. And then this is my box of stationery. Got this tin box from Moomin Valley Park. It was like a cookie, I think it was cookies inside, I can't remember. But yeah, in here I keep like little bits of memo pads and stuff that my friends gave me. So yeah, I use these in my journal as well. Actually, it's quite nice to like trade stuff with friends, because actually I rarely use this many copies of one design, and sometimes friends give you stuff that you wouldn't normally buy for yourself, but it ends up being really nice. And yeah, I think that's all my journaling stuff. And one last thing. I was trying to look for it, but I don't know where I put it. Yeah, my house is in a mess at the moment, but I have these alphabet stamps that I usually use to make these headings. I used it a lot in my third travel journal. It takes ages to like arrange the text into like the words that you want. But if you have the time, I love how it looks. But yeah, I don't know where I put it, and I'm thinking that I might just print them out next time. If I can get a font that has this kind of typewriter or stamped effect, I might just end up printing them out and cutting them. Is that cheating? Yep, that's it for my journal equipment tour. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for 400 patrons. It really means a lot to me. I don't know if this was useful or not, but I hope it was. And if you have any other questions about journaling or anything that I didn't explain clearly, just leave them in the comment and I'll try my best to answer them. And yeah, see you next time. Thank you for watching.